The old house on Blackthorn Hill had been on the market for 12 years, which should have been Clara Bennett's first clue. But Clara loved three things: vintage wallpaper, unnecessary optimism, and a bargain. The house had all three. "It has character," she insisted, pushing open the creaky front door. "It has murder vibes," replied Lucas Marino, her best friend and reluctant moving assistant. Dust floated through a beam of light like dramatic confetti. A chandelier swayed slightly, though there was no wind. Lucas squinted upward. "That's not comforting." "Oh, please," Clara said. "It's just settling." On cue, a door upstairs slammed. Lucas froze. "The house just clapped back at you." They spent the afternoon unpacking. Every time Lucas set something down, it moved. He put a box labeled kitchen on the counter. It slid to the floor. He placed Clara's framed photo on the mantel. It slowly turned to face the wall. He swallowed. "Clara?" "Yes?" "I think your house has opinions. It's old. It creaks." "The creaking just whispered my name." She paused. The whisper came again. "Lucas." Clara blinked. "Okay, that's new." That night, the haunting escalated. Cabinet doors opened. The TV flickered onto static. A shadow darted down the hallway. Lucas clutched a throw pillow like a shield. "We are absolutely leaving." Clara stood in the center of the living room. "No, we're not. I just signed a 30-year mortgage." The lights flickered. A cold breeze rushed through the room. Then a deep, theatrical voice boomed. "Leave this house." Clara crossed her arms. "No." Silence. Lucas stared at her. "You just knowed a ghost." The voice tried again, slightly less confident. "This house is cursed." Clara tapped her foot. "By whom?" A pause. "Me." "Okay," she said calmly. "Why?" There was another pause, longer this time. "Loneliness." Lucas blinked. Did the ghost just trauma dump? A pale figure slowly materialized near the staircase. Transparent, dramatic, slightly glowing. He looked annoyed.
"I am Edgar Wraithwood," the ghost declared. "I have haunted this estate since 1893. Lucas leaned toward Clara. He named himself Wraithwood. That's commitment. Edgar glared through him. "I was betrayed, forgotten, condemned to wander these halls forever." Clara softened. "That sounds awful." Edgar blinked. "You're not screaming?" "I've dealt with worse contractors," she said. "What exactly are you haunting us for?" "I must frighten away all who enter." Lucas gestured around. "You're doing okay so far." Edgar straightened proudly, then accidentally floated into a ceiling beam and got stuck halfway through it. There was an awkward silence. Clara tilted her head. "Do you need help?" "Possibly." Over the next few days, something strange happened. Instead of leaving, Clara and Lucas stayed. They made tea and left a cup out for Edgar. They asked about 1893. They listened. Edgar, it turned out, had been a hopeless romantic who died before confessing his love to the woman next door. "I rehearsed it for weeks," he said dramatically one evening, flickering faintly. "But I was too afraid." Lucas glanced at Clara. "Fear ruins everything." She looked back at him. "Only if you let it." The air shifted. The lights flickered pink instead of ominous blue. Edgar gasped. "Oh no." "What?" Clara asked. "You two are in love." They both froze. "We are not," Lucas said quickly. "You made him soup when he had a cold," Edgar said, pointing at Clara. "You drove across town at midnight because she thought she heard a raccoon," Edgar countered, pointing at Lucas.
"That raccoon was aggressive," Lucas muttered. Edgar threw up his ghostly hands. "I cannot haunt this level of denial." That night, the haunting escalated again, but this time it was different. Candles lit themselves. Soft music echoed through the hall. Rose petals, slightly transparent, fell from nowhere. Lucas looked around. Is the ghost setting a mood?
Clara's cheeks flushed. "Edgar!" A glowing figure appeared, smug. "I refuse to let another love story die in this house," Edgar declared. "Confess, immediately." Lucas looked at Clara. She looked at him. The house held its breath. Lucas began, then stopped. "I love you. I have for years. I just didn't want to ruin what we had." Clara stepped closer. "You wouldn't ruin it." "You spilled coffee on my laptop once and I still stayed," he said. She laughed softly. "I love you too, idiot." The house exploded in sparkling light. Edgar floated higher, glowing brighter. "Oh, thank goodness," he sighed. Emotional resolution. The walls shimmered. The cold air warmed. Edgar's form began to fade. Clara reached out. "Wait, what's happening?" "The curse," he said gently. "It breaks when true love fills the house." Lucas blinked. "So you just needed vibes?" "Positive romantic vibes," Edgar corrected. He smiled at them, no longer eerie, just peaceful. "Do not waste time," he said. "Trust me." And with that, Edgar Wraithwood dissolved into golden light. The next morning, the house was quiet. No whispers, no slamming doors, just sunlight pouring through the windows. Lucas wrapped his arms around Clara in the kitchen. "So," he said, "we own a formerly haunted house." She smiled. "With excellent bones. And a ghost who aggressively shipped us." She leaned up and kissed him. Best renovation ever. Outside, a gentle breeze rustled the trees on Blackthorn Hill. And if you listened very carefully, you might have heard a faint, satisfied whisper. "Finally!"